But today when we're doing the setup here, when we're talking about the lighting and the sun, and then he said something very important. It's like, are we transferring that skill? Meaning that it believes in skill transfer, right?
True.
I'm assuming that he also believes in, should I say, appointments of skills. So in terms of, which would mean in layman's terms, jobs. Creation, I mean. So I don't think you'll go to this college and not get employed anywhere else if he believes in his forte this much.
Contribution from the government side, because personally I feel we are really playing a huge role in assisting, one, skills transfer, two, fighting crime.
We're gonna call this the Comrade Marathon build up, because every single time when he comes to the show we talk about the marathoning.
So he does a lot of things.
Oh,
So
okay.
So this year I brought him here.
Yeah.
Because in my past comrades and stuff like that, this man has played a huge part in my participating. Yeah. Mr. Munasi, welcome to Nippycast. The reason we called you here is because the passion you've got about sport and the impact that you want to put into this running thing. I know you're involved in soccer. I know you're involved in so many things.
We keep at least more than 100 unemployed youth at our center at a go. If we are keeping this youth for about 2 years, a year or 2 years, with a stipend, that when they get this stipend, they still contribute into putting food onto the table where they are from. It's a call to the government to say there's an institution. Come and visit us in Shayandima. Come and see what we have put up in Shayandima.
Why are you sacrificing motivation? I'm gonna kill this one. My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists.
I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Good evening, everyone.
Nippycast.
Yeah, I can chill here. Oh.
What a day.
That's your mic. Did you see the place?
Yeah.
How do you find it? How do you find it?
Beautiful facelift. Onaka.
Yeah.
Me worth it.
But what is the word I was struggling with again earlier on? Refurbishment.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, this was thoroughly refurbished.
The place was closed for almost a year, right?
Somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah.
They were actually even upgrading the road, so they even had to put this ramp. And next month, or should I say, run about. By the time this goes on air, we would be left with a week to the gig. It's called Bembe Crafts Market. It's happening down here. We're at the top, actually. It's happening down here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have a gig down here. So basically, this is Nippycast podcast, the special edition. Again, we're gonna call this the Comrade Marathon build up, because every single time when he comes to the show, we talk about the marathoning. Last time you came to the podcast, we were somewhere in Joburg. We did talk about you running that side. We said we were gonna do a follow up. We didn't do it, and it was 2 years ago. Before 2 years ago, it was another 2 years prior that, where we did a podcast at one of the restaurants downtown, Campton Park, if I remember. I forgot the number of episodes. There's so many episodes. There's so many episodes now. I've lost count. But this is your third time coming to the podcast. You see. So welcome to the podcast. The podcast has been growing. Thank you to the new subscribers. And the number is going up. Thank you so much. We need more of you guys for support. And then so that maybe we can start also monetizing this thing and do some business like Runner. But now nobody's sponsoring this thing. But at least, today, because now there's Comrades Marathon, it looks like there's something going on here. Let's officially start the podcast. I said DJ Nipro, you all know Thabo. So I don't know, maybe you want to explain what's going on here. It looks like we've got an endorsement at the back. Who are these people here behind us?
They specialize in safety, but they do a lot of things. They are at Shandima. The owner of this company, he probably come here and
he's here somewhere. I think he's checking
about the company.
What up?
But Vuwa
is here. He's checking the coast.
Yeah.
He's liking the environment.
Vuwa is almost 20 years in existence, and I love this man because he loves sport, and with the love of sport, he does sponsor runners. He does sponsor soccer tournaments and a lot of things. And the good thing about him is that he loves impacting knowledge to young people from his village and everywhere. So there are a lot of students at this college who are doing different fields. There's guys who are doing plumbing, there are guys who are doing electrical, there are guys who are doing safety, there are guys who are doing bricklaying and other fields. So he does a lot of things. So this year I brought him here because in my past comrades and stuff like that, this man has played a huge part in my participating at comrades.
Because by the way, they need funds as well to join, to test, to qualify. You need to go do some qualification, whatever. To go there, you also have to drive down there by the coast. If you're from Venda, it's a cost. You have to stay there. You have to also return. There's costs, and then it's not like he's doing it for any money.
No. The good thing I love about Mr. Munasi is that he is not forced to do this. He does
Exactly.
it from the bottom of his heart. It's like you know when somebody can identify should I say a need? You can identify a cause and say, I want to spend money on this good deed because he feels like I love this thing and I love seeing people doing this when they are doing certain disciplines. So today we brought him here because there's bigger things coming up from this guy. They'll be launching the company. The company is almost 20 years old.
So what you just saw now is exactly what these guys are doing as he's explaining and what he was explaining. Maybe continue where you left off.
So I was saying Vuwa is a college which is based Shandima. They've got so many things that they are doing, these guys. They've been in existence in the past 20 years. And the director and the founder and owner is Mr. Munasi. He's around here.
He's checking out the spot.
He'll probably come and join us in a few minutes.
Does the botanical have lions? I hope. I'm kidding.
They've probably got monkeys here and baboons.
There's a lot of monkeys here. Yeah. There is, especially this side.
So the monkeys probably they're going to sleep now because you can see it's getting late.
They're about to relax, So you're saying a Vuwa College of Safety.
So Vuwa College of Safety. I think the main thing which Mr. Munasi did when he opened the college was about safety. So that's why it's called Vuwa College of Safety.
Yes.
But I mean, he does electrical. He teaches people electrical. They've got bricklaying, they've got carpentry, they've got plumbers, they've got security, they've got project managers. They've got a lot of disciplines that they're teaching at the college.
And then we're gonna put them here upon broadcast.
So you'll see them. You'll probably get the contact numbers and the exact address where they are based. And Mr. Munasi will come and lay down exactly what he does at his company.
What I like about Mr. Munasi is that I've met him a few times, obviously in between now and then, even probably over the past 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, right? Randomly so. But today when we're doing the setup here, when we're talking about the lighting and the sun, and then he said something very important. It's like, are we transferring that skill? Meaning that it believes in skill transfer, right?
True.
I'm assuming that he also believes in, should I say, appointments of skills. So in terms of, which would mean in layman's terms, jobs, creation, I mean. So I don't think you'll go to this college and not get employed anywhere else if he believes in his forte this much.
You know, today when I was talking to you earlier today, he was showing me some of the facilitators who came there as just laymen, knowing nothing. So he taught them right from the ground.
Yeah.
Like safety, plumbing, electrical. Today those guys are top instructors. They're doing wonderful jobs there, and so that's why when he said, "Are you transferring skills?" it's because he loves the thing. He knows what he's doing. He's got people that like you can say, this one. When he came, he did not even know what the copper pipe looks like or how to do combine 2 wires. Today, that person is busy teaching other people.
And then they were willing to learn from the school or the college. And did you know why I was mind boggled about that? When he said that, how many times do you think I've shot podcasts like this? Not even my podcast. Just random shoots or video shots, whatever, gigs, a million times over the past maybe 26 years of my career as an entertainer. half the time when you tell people matter of facts about something, they don't say, hey, that skill we can transfer it. No one said that to say, is this skill been transferred? So it is bothered about intellectuality and transfer of skills.
Whether if Sally, you do this podcast every week. If something was to happen to you and you cannot do it, and you know people are expecting this podcast, to have somebody
else who can do it, exactly,
can do it on your behalf.
Thank you very much.
Nipro is not here today, but I'm standing in for Nipro.
We're holding it down.
I can do it. Yeah, you have not even shown me. I'm with you so many times. You don't even show me how this
I can show you, but didn't you see some stuff today?
Yeah,
you can see there's a lot of things going on there.
But you know, this editing thing.
She knows exactly what needs to be done at her age.
At least you're doing something. Yeah. Mr. Munasi, welcome to Nippycast. The reason we called you here is because the passion you've got about sport and the impact that you want to put into this running thing. I know you're involved in soccer. I know you're involved in so many things. Can you tell us a little bit about Vuwa? I know there's a bigger thing that is coming up about Vuwa and the reason why you want to be part of this sport or running fraternity. What is it that push you so much, and the passion you've got about impacting knowledge and making sure that the runners are all the sporting codes are well taken care of?
Yeah, no, thank you to Nipro also for the opportunity.
Mr. Munasi, please tell us the reason why you are so much in love. What brings this passion behind sport? What brings this passion behind running and many other things that you do at your college?
Yeah, look, the thanks so much again for an opportunity. The main thing that actually brought my attention to sports is that I look at it as under the college we have a unit or a division called Vuwa Sports Academy. The main reason for that is that we look at the best paying jobs. I mean, we can talk so much, but we're all living here for making an impact in life and families. But the best paying jobs, this is more into sports. Look at boxing, look into soccer, look into running. The Simbinis, the Usain Bolt. So the passion was into that. As we are looking into developing future sports leaders, we want to produce people who are self-sustainable. That in the sense that as a college, we decided to say, let's give support to those who are already running, let's say like yourself, the team that we also behind at church, the Runners of Hope. We saw a great need of support, especially from businesses, because it is not only a matter of us being glued up on TV the whole day when we say, oh, look, they are winning, they are running. People don't know what goes on behind the scene.
The training and
the good thing is that the past this is the third year again where we will be also on the ground. We will be there on the line cheering you up. I love the happiness that you see on runners, those that knows you, when they see you on the support line, when you are saying please push, you are almost there.
So you guys enjoy watching us and while we are feeling the pain. So so going back to this issue of sport and wanting to support and wanting to impact something that is sustainable in future.
Yeah.
I saw you've got a soccer club at your college.
Yeah.
So are you saying that people must not just go and acquire academics or let me not say academics. People must not go only want to be great earners in sport, but they must have something that when the days are dark or when they get older and they cannot do sport, they must have something to fall back on. So you go out and say to these youngsters, yes, we understand that you can play soccer.
Yeah.
Yes, we understand that you can run. But we want to bring you into Vuwa College. Want to give you some knowledge so that when you cannot run, when you cannot play soccer, this is what you should be able to do.
Yeah, to me, I could say it's vice versa. I saw the need because I support a lot of, especially soccer tournament locally in and around Bembe.
Yes.
Where I've seen that a player at the age of 25, 30, when he's like a team star player, everybody wants to or likes to see that player in the ground. But this player at the age of 25, 30, they are actually run out. They are sold out. they cannot even maybe go play for teams like your Black Leopards or your VFC. So I saw that there's a need to say, you are skilled, come to our college, let's help you to acquire skills that or knowledge that you can use beyond sports.
Beyond sport,
Hence, that is why we go. Majority of the soccer players that you see in our college, we in fact sponsor all those players. There's not a single one that comes in pay. We go to this tournament and say, give us this your player of the tournament, give us your goalkeeper of the tournament. Let them come and join our college so that they can acquire skills that beyond soccer they can be able to be self-sustainable and be able to put a bread and butter on table and support their families. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So tell me, Mr. Munasi, like in your bigger or broader picture, do you anticipate maybe one day having a registered soccer team for the college, or is just for the time being while the guys are studying?
That is the actual end goal. But our soccer team, we are focusing more on young ones. We are looking at your 10 years, 12 years. Actually, when I was telling the team that runs the sports academy or division at the college, I said, my focus, it will be under 17s, from under 17s downwards, under 15, under 13. That also motivated because same with young girls. My daughter plays for under 14 Edinburgh Football Club. When you are there, these kids are playing with all the who's and who's, the kids of the who's and who's in the sports, because they play their games with your Sundowns FCs. They play with your Super Sport. All these main premiership teams, they've got underage soccer teams, which we don't have actually in Bembe. Hence, I said my focus is to say I will end up having a team on under 17 and under 15 and under 13. That will be playing in the league.
Yeah, but I see a need of major support or contribution from the government side, because personally I feel we are really playing a huge role in assisting, one, skills transfer, two, fighting crime. We keep at least more than 100 unemployed youth at our center at a go. If we are keeping this youth for about a year or 2 years, with a stipend, that when they get this stipend, they still contributing to putting food onto the table where they are from. It's a call to the government to say there's an institution. Come and visit us in Shayandima. Come and see what we have put up in Shayandima, or what we are also still busy developing. That's when I believe the government can actually play a contributory role more than what they're doing.
And from the private companies, what role can they play in terms of upskilling their staff members to make sure that they've got people who are well qualified for whatever trade they're doing?
Look, private companies are needed. The people that we train, they need on-the-job attachment. In most of this attachment, the private sector is the one that plays major role than the government. If you are training engineers or electricians, these electricians, they need to be attached to electrical companies, especially those based locally. They can consume some of these learners, because by the time when they are coming to their workplace, we are still contributing towards their stipend. So literally, you as an employer, or as an electrical company, or as a plumbing company, it will be like as if you are getting extra hands free, because come month's end, we will still continue to pay stipends to this learner. So we just need your workplace.
There's no reason for you to just go to Vuwa College and say, I've got a project that I'm doing. I need 5 guys to come and do practicals, to come and work for me, to come and help me with this project. There's no need. If the reason for not taking them is because of finances.
Yeah, no, I could say there's no need for a company not to take some of our graduates or our students, because these students, they come with their own salary or their own stipend. All they need from you is an attachment where you can contribute your skill, more practical skill, to them while they're executing your own day-to-day duties. Yeah.
Mr. Munasi, in short, when we're about to finish up,
yeah,
what are the new upcoming projects you've got? Any training courses that are coming? Something new that is in the pipeline? Maybe people don't know where to apply, who to contact, and stuff like that.
One major program that is actually sitting deep into my heart is the one that we are going to be starting probably from next year. This is the early childhood development, where we will be teaching early childhood development teachers. We are finishing up our block, which I call it foundation phase. The idea there is to train and develop ECD teachers so that they can acquire skill and knowledge where they can go out there. Either you are in Madimbo or you are at Hagumbu or Western. We want crashes to have qualified teachers who can teach these kids so that they can easily link to what the government is preaching about investing into foundation phase. So these teachers will be fully qualified. Our desire is to end up having grade R teachers classes also at our college in Shayandima. So this is a call to all those out there who needs assistance and support in line with early child development. We have got a beautiful center that in a month or so we will be launching it. We will launch it this year, but it will be ready for our first class intake next year. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Look, I heard there's a huge talk about the lack of kids going to school with proper foundation.
Yeah.
And I think for going forward, I think that is also the plan for the government. I'm not speaking for the government. I just heard it somewhere that the biggest challenge that the teachers are having is the kids that are coming to school unprepared, or the foundation, the basis is not there.
Yeah.
So it becomes an issue. And I'm so thankful for you, Mr. Munasi, for the bold step that you have taken. I've known you for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
And I know the passion you've got about training. Thanks so much for this time.
Yeah.
But when are we leaving? When are we leaving for Comrades?
No, we've
got this podcast.
We are leaving on the 5th. From the 5th, we'll be in Durban. So from the 5th until you'll probably find us there.
Look, the 5th for me, it means that I must stay in Durban for 4 or 5 more days. That's the reason why sometimes I go to Mr. Please pay for my mkuku for an extra day. I'm going down on the 6th.
Yeah.
So that I can rest on Saturday. Then I'll come back on Tuesday.
No.
I hope we'll meet.
No, you'll find me there because I'm going to be getting ready, preparing for the beach run. Because definitely I'm doing the beach run this year.
We'll definitely be together. Bring your running shoes.
Yeah.
You'll see me. It's gonna be. People must just watch this Mandala.
Yeah, it's gonna be a double.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mutoda.
Hi, my name is Mutoda.
I'm here to tell you
to
subscribe to
Nippycast podcast
on YouTube.
Sharp.
Thank you.
Why are you sacrificing motivation?
I'm gonna kill this one. My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists.
I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Good evening, everyone.
Nippycast.